Good morning. Coffee time. It's about 8 in the morning. Time to get up. So I take about an hour in the morning to just relax, have my coffee, maybe look at a book, or watch some YouTube, or, just do things I enjoy. So this morning I'm making my special tea that I drink every day. And the reason I drink it is because of all my digestive problems. So I drink this especially after dinner. So the other day, I showed you I bought, I think it's a pound of fennel seeds. And this is what they look like. So I was running low, and I keep this in my refrigerator. So anyway, one of the ingredients in my special tea is fennel, because fennel is good for gas and bloating and digestive issues. So I just keep that in the fridge. Now here I have my little Tivana teapot. I bought this years ago. I don't even know if they're still around at the mall, but I bought it there with some tea. And it has this little basket, very fine strainer, and the lid. So the first thing I do when I make this tea, now these two are Celestial Seasonings tea, and one of them is their peach and the other one is their raspberry. So I put a lot of tea bags into this little pot, and this yields about I don't know, I think this is probably 32 ounces. So I usually, divide that in half, and then usually I drink one of these pitchers a day. Not always, but anyway. So I put this at the bottom of the little strainer because the fennel that I put in here is loose. So it kind of helps it come out a little better when I empty this out. So first thing I do is I put in a good teaspoon of fennel seeds. And then I have this Bigelow Lavender Chamomile. I know, it's got a little glare on there. This is also good for digestion. So I put in a chamomile. Then I have a couple of different strawberry hibiscus teas that I put in here. And this gives it a really pretty reddish color. The tea has a real pretty color to it. So I have the rose hip and hibiscus, and that's from Tea Cane. And then this one I get at Walmart. It's great value, and it's strawberry hibiscus. And I like these two together. This is partially for flavoring, and hibiscus I think is good for blood pressure. So that goes in, and this one is strictly for flavor, and I get these two at my local Mark's store, but this is the mixed fruit, and I like the flavor that puts in the tea. Now I leave all these teas in here. I put them, once this cools off, I put this whole thing in the refrigerator, and I leave all the tea bags in there. So it comes up with a very strong tea, but it's not unpleasant. It just has a lot of flavor. The problem I find with most teas that you just steep for 3 or 4 minutes, they're too weak for my taste. I like a real strong tasting tea. So this is the tea that I make every day, and I really enjoy it. And I really do feel that if I drink this, a nice glass of it after dinner, it does help with bloating and gas and those sorts of things. So I'm going to go make my tea, and then I'll be back with you in a little bit, and we'll have another Vlogmas chat. Oh, before I go, I'm just going to show you how I do this. So I took all my 4 tea bags, and then I just take the little paper labels off, and I tie all of them in a knot, and I put it in my basket, and just leave a little tail out because it makes it easier to empty. And then this just screws on. You can do this with any teapot, and if you have something to hold loose tea, you can put the fennel in there too. You don't need a special teapot for this. But then I just put it in here, close it up, and I leave it out until it's cool, and then I put it in my fridge. Okay, now I'll be back in a little bit. All right, so here's my tea cooling off, and then I just wanted to show you this candle that I'm making. I got these wicks and this little gadget on Amazon, and what I do, because these never burn all the way out, I burn these every day, and I get these candles at the Dollar Tree. But they always have some wax left at the bottom, and then I take a mug warmer, set it on the mug warmer until everything's melted, and then I pour the wax into here, and you can see the different colors, and it makes a real pretty free candle. So, and then here, this is what I do with all my jars. I put spices and things in them. And then here I have a little cup that I put all my restaurant salt and pepper in. And I use those because they're free, and they just throw them away. If they take them to your table and you don't use them, they just throw them away. So it's not that I'm being cheap, I'm being, a little more mindful and trying to create less waste. This is my recipe box. I've had this for a very, very long time. A lot of my old recipes are in there. And then here's some more spices. And then I have these little tiny jars that I got from Candles that don't have anything in them yet, but sometimes you have some herbs that are like left over, or you just have a little bit of them, and they fit nicely right on top of each other. So I use those. I use these all the time for all kinds of things, storing little leftovers. If I have a little piece of tomato or something, I put it in there in the fridge. All kinds of things. They're really useful. And since I like these candles, these are my favorite, I don't feel like I wasted anything because I still use the jars. And there's a lazy puppy. And there's another lazy puppy. And there's another lazy puppy. She's my watchdog, believe it or not. She's the tiniest. Usually they're all cuddled up together, but today I don't know, they got their own spaces. So I finally got some presents wrapped. Yay me. I still have to wrap this gift for my daughter and her husband. And I'm trying to figure out how to wrap it because it's big and heavy. I think I'm just going to cut squares of paper and tape them on and call it good. So I got that done yesterday. My daughter came over and we wrapped all day, and it was really fun spending the day with her. Yesterday I cleaned my little half bath, and I just wanted to show you some of my little decorations. This was from the Dollar Tree a few years ago, and I don't remember where I got the tree, but it was like really cheap. So, and then I found these little snowflake, they called them confetti, but I just stuck them in the tree. And this actually does light up. I got some of those little battery operated lights from the Dollar Tree. So, but I'll turn that on Christmas Eve. And then up here, I just have some pine cones that I put out every year. And this is actually a pin, but it lights up, I think, if the battery isn't dead. There it goes. Well, that's not epic. There we go. It changes colors. So I just put that out, and a couple more pine cones over here. And then all I have over here, my daughter got me these a few years ago, and they're actually kind of fall-like, but I have them out all the time. And then, of course, I have my candle with it's a snow globe with my Santa and the dog and the little girl. So I like to keep my decorations simple, but this is the one bathroom that people use when they come over. So I do decorate that a little bit, and these towels I've had for years. I think I got these at Kohl's a long, long time ago. So I just wanted to show you my bathroom, and I decorated and cleaned that yesterday. Then in here in my indoor garden, I have 2 Norfolk Island pines here. And I just had these little bulbs that I found, so I just stuck those in there and in here. And then at nighttime, my big huge plant here, there's lights in there that light up. Let me show you. So anyway, this lights up. I hope you can see that. So that'll be festive. And I do like little lights in that I keep around all year. I don't put these in just for Christmas. Then over here, I just have out my Christmas tablecloth that I've had for years too. And I put my little houses that I got at Mark's the other day just on the table for now. I don't know where I'm going to put those yet. And then up here on my chandelier, I just hung some more little red bulbs. Normally I decorate the chandelier with swags, but I didn't feel like going in the attic and getting them out. I have to go up in my attic and just redo all my Christmas things so I can get to them. And over there is a painting I did of my little dog Allie. She's no longer with me, and I really miss her. But anyway, just a few little decorations that I've done. And this actually lights up too, if I can get to it. There we go. So that lights up too. And that'll be turned on Christmas Eve, and then this has candles around it too. And these are those candles that they have the wick that hopefully these batteries still work. There we go. They have the wick in them that flickers, and I really like these. And I actually got these at Mark's too. They were selling them a couple years ago, probably about 3 years ago. So, and they had a real good deal on those. Those were only like $2 or $3 a piece. And normally if you buy these like at Bed Bath or Beyond, they're like really expensive. So I pick things up like that when I find them. And then I have them. And then I just have my cookies out, but I'm not opening those up yet. Those will go out. And then Christmas Eve, this will be my buffet table where I put out my charcuterie boards, and I'll put them out in the kitchen as well. Well, it's a cold morning here in Ohio, that's for sure. Anyway, we got more snow. I'm thinking we may get a white Christmas. I don't know. Used to be important to me when I was younger, but not anymore. I mean, I'd be perfectly happy with decorated palm trees. I don't like the cold. Anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit about being good to yourself. So many of us are good to other people, and then we're kind of the bottom of the list there. But you do have to be good to yourself. I was listening to one of my YouTube friends, Minimalism by Anne, and she was coming up with tips on relieving stress, and especially around this holiday season. Um, that's really important. But I think too, another thing is to be good to yourself. I don't know about you guys, but when I was younger and I did Christmas shopping, whether I was in the store or, online, wherever I did my shopping, I had the really bad habit of picking up one for me, one for you, if I really liked something. And I always tried to pick up gifts that I thought the person would like rather than what I liked. But um, a lot of times I like those things too. So I would pick up one for me.
Well, what happened with that is, of course, my credit card blew up or my bank account collapsed, depending on how I bought these things. And I don't do that anymore because I'm retired, I'm on a fixed income, and I just can't. And I certainly don't want to go out and get a job if I don't have to because of all my joint issues. So that wouldn't go well. But usually I do treat myself to a little something. It's just easier when you're online to say, okay, I would like this or this. And a lot of times my children will gift me a gift card or something like that. So I do get myself a gift too. And there's nothing wrong with that. So this year, I got myself a couple little things. Now, I bought my daughter an air fryer from Kohl's, and it was a really good deal, and it was on sale. And on top of that, I got Kohl's cash, so I got $30 in Kohl's cash. So I bought myself these earbuds, and they have a little speaker that you can use, and it has a built-in microphone. It's cord free, a charging case with a built-in speaker and a sweat-proof design. So the reason I got these was because um, I do have a camera that I bought a while back. I thought, because I do YouTube, and it wasn't expensive. It was under $200. And I can't go out and buy a camera for, you know, four, five, up to $1,000. I'm just not going to do that. I mean, they take beautiful pictures and beautiful videos, but I can't afford that, and I don't want to spend the next year or year and a half paying for a camera. So I thought these might help, uh, you know, as a speaker, or I can listen to music on it. But this is what it looks like, and I think it's really cute. So this is the charging case, and you open it up, and here's the speaker. A lot of these charging cases are just a little box like that. My grandkids have them. So, but I thought this was kind of nice because if you're out and about somewhere and you have music on your phone, you can listen to that or you can listen to the headphones. So the earpieces look like this, and I tried them in my ear, and they're not uncomfortable. And they also come with extra little soft pieces there at the end. And then it comes with a little charger cord. So you can even hook this up to your computer and have an extra speaker. So I had the $30 in Kohl's cash, and I spent it on this. And this was just a little bit over $30. So basically it was free. And then the little earbuds go in like this. And it's kind of flashing a little light there. I don't know what that is. I haven't read the directions yet. But so I got this for myself. And then I got one other thing, and this is a cookbook. I just got this and I skimmed through it, but it's Cooking with Seitan, and it has a lot of really nice recipes in it for making seitan, making spices for seitan, making broths for seitan. I haven't read the whole thing yet, but it's by Barbara and Leonard Jacobs, and I got this on Amazon. I think it was $17. But since I'm into this flour washing thing because I made that sauerbraten that turned out so nice. And I also made wheat meat chicken, and they call seitan wheat meat, okay? My meat eater friends, hang in there. I'm not only going to talk about this, but I wanted to show you this. Now, this is the flour washing water, and this is all the starch that I washed out of my flour. And then this is the liquid water. And I'm fermenting this. This is why I have the top on. And in this book, it tells you how to make sourdough bread out of it. So you can use it as a sourdough starter. But I want to try and make a vegan cheese out of it. So, but I have to do a little more reading on that. But I wanted to show you that. And the reason why this is yellow instead of clear is because when I made the seitan, I put molasses in the water, and so that's why it has a little bit darker color. But when you're making bread, uh, the yeasties from the air, they like sugar anyway. So I'm going to keep you guys updated on how that's working, and I may make a delicious cheese, and it may be like a really cheesy cheese. But anyway, so I just wanted to tell you there's nothing wrong, in my humble opinion, about getting a little something for yourself. And, you know, when you're stressed out, put on some music. I have some of my tea that I made earlier in the video. And just put your feet up, get a nice blanket, and relax. You know, think about happy thoughts and you know, don't think about, I got to do this, I got to do that. Think about your family here with their smiling faces and all the love that you have in your family. And think about the celebration and what to do to make your home cozy. So sometimes I like to listen to music. It's relaxing. And a lot of times, what I'll do, because I do listen to CDs, I'll make my own CD. And rather than, you know, listening to a whole CD of a lot of music that I maybe don't like, you know, I like 3 or 4 songs, or maybe it's even one song on a CD. What I'll do is I'll save it to my computer, and then when I want, I will make my own CD and I'll pick all the music I like. That way, I'm always guaranteed to have my very favorite songs on a CD. Another thing that you can do if you like music is if you have an Alexa, you can, she just turned on. I didn't hear that. Please try that again. Anyway, you can save yourself a playlist on there and save your favorite music to that venue. Or if you have a memory stick, an iPod or something like that with a speaker, you can save all your music to that. And that way, you don't have to listen to a radio with a ton of commercials because even on TV, I record everything. I cannot stand commercials. I don't like them on the radio. I don't like them on the television. It's a waste of my time and it just causes you to want to go out and buy, which I'm trying very hard not to do. And it's actually getting pretty easy now not to do that because I look around my house and especially this year, I went up in my attic because I did not want to buy any more Christmas decorations. And I did buy 3 little things. I bought that little red truck mug and those 2 little houses that I thought were adorable. But that's it. I used to go out every year and buy some new Christmas decorations. And believe me, if you go in my attic, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So I went up in my attic and I just picked out some simple things. They're not my favorite things that I have up there, but one of my goals is, you know, when the weather's warmer and the holidays are over, I want to go up in my attic and start purging some of the Christmas things that I really don't use anymore. So I'm looking forward to that. But when I did go up there, my daughter came over yesterday and we wrapped gifts all day. And I went up there to look for some boxes that I had saved. So when I went up there, I realized that I had made a little section where there were gifts that I had bought, on sale and things like that to give people that, if you need a token gift for a guest that comes over or something like that. And I totally forgot about them. So this year I want to make a couple of gift baskets. I also found some um, little containers and some things that I can put in there and some wrapping, the saran wrap stuff. I have that. I have bows. I have ribbons. So I can shop my house. I seriously can. So if you're kind of a pack rat or, go shopping in your house first before you go buy anything. And the things that are up there that I found, they're brand new. I mean, it's not like I'm regifting something else, which is fine. That's a great thing to do too. But these were things that I had actually bought for gifts for people that come to your house and, maybe aren't family members that you would buy a special gift for. So anyway, that's a way to be good to people. If you have a neighbor, you picked up something during the year and you have a neighbor that maybe is elderly, you can bake them some cookies and stick some of these little doodads and whatnots in a little basket. If you gather baskets when you go to thrift stores for that purpose, um, and you can make a really nice gift out of that. So, stick in a little kitchen towel from the Dollar Tree, depending on what the person is into, you can make them a little gift basket out of that. So, anyway, those are just some of my random thoughts and ideas. And I just wanted to come on and say hello. How are you guys doing? Are you done for Christmas? What are some of the special things that you bought that you might like to share with us? Leave a comment below. We love to exchange ideas. But anyway, I think that's all I have for you today. So I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time.